since I caught you all that ice. You got no chill, no more.
Peace, love, and life, fam. How's everybody doing? I hope that you all are doing amazing, in good spirits, and enjoying your Saturday afternoon, your weekend, whatever you're doing. I hope that it is a great day. I am here to do a video on Hailey Bailey and DDG. I'm going to do their Synastry, and I'm going to do a little bit of channeling also. So let me know what you guys think of this. All right. If you are new, you're just joining me for the first time, and if you love the vibe, consider subscribing. I only got like 400 subs, so let's get it up. If you want to, only if you want to, no pressure. But yeah, let's get those subs up. Also, if make sure you hit the like button. All right, make sure you at least do that. All right. Anyways, let's get into it. So with the Emperor card here, it looks like, as far as Hailey Bell, I'm gonna read Hailey's energy first, and then I'm gonna do DDG's energy. But as far as Hailey, it looks like she could be getting some assistance from her father during this time. This could be really healing for her. I do see in her natal chart that she has her Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars in her 12th house. As you guys know, if you don't know that, the 12th house, it represents a lot of different things, but the 12th house is the house of the undoing. It's the house of things hidden. It's also the house of our hidden enemies, hidden enemies. So she, as far as I know, she hasn't had a relationship with her dad, or her dad hasn't been in her life, or he has been in and out of her life. But during this time, if she hasn't been in a relationship, if her and her dad haven't had a relationship, or he's been out of her life, he's going to come into her life during this time and help her through this. She definitely is going to find healing. That reconciliation with her father is definitely going to bring some type of healing and balance into her life. She also can be getting help from somebody that's very powerful, like somebody that has a very prestigious position, somebody that is very versed in what they do. Let's just say a high powered attorney that helps people that have like high profile clients, such as Hailey Bailey. She's definitely going to get help and support from somebody, like an attorney, a therapist, a counselor, somebody like that, that's going to come in and help her during this time. Also, I see where she's either dating around, or she has new love that has came in or about to come in. To be honest with you, she really don't need to worry about dating right now. I do not feel like she needs to date right now. I really feel like she needs to take some time and heal. Focus in on learning this lesson. This lesson that she's going through, this she needs to focus in on learning her lesson right now. She don't need to be dating nobody right now. Now, y'all probably already knew that she was dating. Either she's dating around, or she's in a new relationship right now. And if she is, she really don't need to date. She needs to take some time and heal. She definitely needs to heal her father wound. She has a father wound that she needs to heal. She also is attracted to men like her father, that very powerful, but can be emotionally unavailable. That is definitely something that she needs to heal. And I'm seeing that play out in her natal chart, because she has that Capricorn moon there, and it's next to her Chiron, even though it is a loose conjunct, but it's still in her seventh house of her one-on-one personal relationships. Whew, Capricorn moon. I have a Capricorn moon, so I totally overstand this placement. Now, although I don't have Chiron next to my Capricorn moon, Shit, mine's probably just as worse. I got like my Capricorn moon is opposing my Cancer Saturn. So whoo child. But anywho, her Capricorn moon that's sitting in her seventh house, y'all know that the moon is it's our emotional body. It's where we find our emotional security. It's also the indicator of the mother in the natal chart, and wherever the moon is placed in our natal chart, that is our mother's message to us in this lifetime. And with her Capricorn moon sitting in her seventh house, she tends to look to her one-on-one relationships for emotional security. She identifies her emotional security, stability, and her sense of self when she's in relationships. Mostly in her romantic relationships. This could be with platonic relationships too. It can go both ways. But yeah, she has to really be careful with that. Now there's definitely a mother wound there because Chiron is next to it, and with the moon being an indicator of the mother and it's sitting next to Chiron, there is definitely some mother wounding there that is playing out. So and when she gets it, and then also that moon is squaring her her Pisces her Pisces, Venus, and Mercury, although that energy is very beautifully aspected, it sits in her 10th house, but it's squaring that moon and that Chiron. So she fantasizes about having the perfect relationship and finding her emotional security, her sense of self. When she's in relationship, she fantasizes about having the perfect partner, the perfect relationship with that exalted Pisces. Venus, Pisces is exalted in Venus. They can love really, really hard and really, really unconditionally. But with it squaring her moon, unfortunately, sometimes she can tend to love people, attract users, liars, manipulators, and unfortunately, she lacks boundaries when she's in relationships. She goes into relationships with this identity of I can help them, I can fix them, I can heal them. Like my love is enough. My love is more than enough. I can, putting up with things that she shouldn't put up with in relationships. I mean, we see how that's playing out, right? So yeah, she has to set very strong boundaries when she's in relationships. She has to do that. It's not an option for her. She has to set those strong boundaries. She has to have realistic goals and expectations when she's going into relationships. And unfortunately she didn't do this with DDG. As a result, we see how things are playing out. But I'll get a little bit more into the synastry and her natal chart stuff in a minute. I want to get back to this right here. But she needs to, it looks like she's definitely in a relationship with somebody or just dating around. So, like I said, y'all ain't tell me nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing to me. Y'all probably already know this. Nobody failed to put me in a group chat and tell me what this girl got going on. I don't know this shit, but y'all probably knew it. But you know what? That's all right though. Y'all ain't have to put me in a group chat and tell me nothing. We gonna move on. We gonna move on from this. All right. But yeah, she needs to learn this lesson before her Saturn return. She needs to learn this before her Saturn return, because if she doesn't, ugh, gosh. But anywho, let's go on to DDG's energy. Y'all know what? I really feel like I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm gonna just say what everybody else is thinking. And then again, y'all might already know this, but DDG is down low. He's DL. I'm sorry. He's DL. No surprise there. But yeah, something happened in his childhood. Something happened to him in his childhood. This could have happened when he was really, really young, or it could have happened in high school. But this is somebody that he feels like is his equal. I don't think it happened I don't think it was somebody that was older than him. I think it was somebody that was the same age or in the same generation. But yeah, he definitely tried it. He y'all know what I'm saying when I tried it. Don't make me say it. Don't make me say it. He definitely has tried it. Okay? He has tried it, and whoever this person is he tried it with is keeping his secrets. They're keeping his secrets, but he's definitely DL, y'all. I'm sorry. It's yeah, that's what it gives. But DDG definitely has a lot of pent up anger and frustration. He has anger issues, unresolved anger issues that he needs to heal. I looked at his he has this his Aquarius Uranus Neptune moon conjunct, and it's squaring his Mars, Pluto, and Mercury. No, not Mercury. Sag. I'm sorry. Venus and Sag. This gives me somebody that's bipolar, completely unhinged, erratic, sex crazed, bipolar. Just he's a reactor. That's it. He's a reactor, and he definitely imposes. He's definitely somebody that loves to inflict pain and trauma onto people, and he gets off on it. He's definitely the definition of somebody that's completely narcissistic. I I'm so glad that Hailey is getting away from him. I don't want to say I hate, because hate is a strong word. I hate that she had a baby for him. I mean, baby Halo, he's so beautiful. He's so innocent. He's so precious. And I know that that baby is loved, but oh, God. But then again, I mean, how many of us have a trifling baby daddy? So, hey, it's what it is. But I really hate that. Oh, I really hate that he's her baby daddy, but it's what it is. But yeah, he's definitely somebody that is he loves to inflict pain onto others, but he has his own internal issues that he has to heal. He needs to heal them. Both of them need to learn this lesson before their Saturn return. They're both about to come upon their Saturn return. So this was a very, very important lesson for both of them. I feel like she's going to learn her lesson. She will. I feel like she might go towards learning a lesson more than he will. He's just like out of control. I don't give a fuck. That's his energy. Like, you know, he's extremely childish and immature, and just lacks accountability. And like I said, unfortunately, if he does not learn this lesson before that Saturn return, then I don't know what to tell him. But I really do feel like Haley is in a position in her life where she is like really taking some time to reflect and heal and find herself. I think that she's really trying to find herself right now. Everything's going to work out for her in her favor. Justice is definitely on her side. So whatever she's doing behind the scenes, whatever she's doing behind closed doors, everything's definitely going to work out in her favor. And she's definitely grieving right now. She's going through like a dark night of the soul, if that makes sense. I really feel like she wanted things to work out with her and DDG. She really was hopeful. Again, that energy is coming through, with that Pisces being that Pisces Venus, squaring her moon. She really was hoping that he was the one, that she can have her little family. Everything was going to work out for them. And she's really she's really hurt. She's really traumatized. She's really broken. She's a broken woman right now. And she's going through that dark night of the soul, and she's trying to find herself. She's trying to, you know, trying to work through this tough energy that she's going through. So she's definitely suffering in silence. So on the outside looking in, she might appear to be doing good, appear to be happy. She has to put on that strong face, that strong front of, being okay for the public, being mommy, having to, do the things that she needs to do for her career. But when she gets alone behind closed doors. She's like, she's just grieving and grieving and grieving, and she needs to get that checked. I really, really intuitively feel like she needs to get that checked, because she could have something riding her. She could have like a negative entity riding her that that could be keeping her in this depressive state mentally. So she's definitely, that Capricorn moon again. That's what I'm getting. That Capricorn moon. Capricorn moons. I have to take deep breaths when I talk about Capricorn moons, because I have a Capricorn moon, so I get it. We love hard, sometimes too hard. We have a hard time letting go. And with it being in her seventh house, whew, God, we have a hard time letting go. We have a hard time. We love so hard. So she's really holding on to this, really holding on to the why, like why, da 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 da, like she's what's the word I'm looking for? Um, I can't find you know how you get stuck in trying to find that word. She's playing it. She's replaying it over and over and over again in her head. Like I see her like just um ruminating. Yes, thank you, Holy Spirit. She's ruminating, and it's not serving her. It's not serving her any good. So she's gonna overcome it. Like I said, this is her lesson that she has to learn. But yeah, y'all, I send her so much love and light right now. But yeah, she's definitely going to be okay. She just gotta learn this lesson. But yeah. Anywho, her son in Aries, Venus, Mercury, and part of Fortune and Pisces all sitting in her. Now her sun in Aries sits in her 11th house. Her Venus, Mercury, and part of Fortune and Pisces sits in her 10th house. That Venus and Mercury and part of Fortune sitting in her 10th house, that's what gives her that beautiful and unique etheric singing voice that she has. It also gives her that ability to be an amazing actress as well. Her moon in Capricorn next to Lilith, repeating cycles of being abandoned. So that's why she has that's why she identifies and finds her sense of security in relationships, because that's it's an abandonment wound. Capricorn moons typically have an abandonment wound from the mother. Mother could have been emotionally unavailable when she was younger, when she was growing up. It could have been from anything. Maybe the mother had to work, or maybe there were other siblings. It could be so many different scenarios as to why the mother was emotionally unavailable. It doesn't mean that the mother doesn't love you. It's just, sometimes life be life, and for whatever reason, career, other responsibilities could make the mother appear to be emotionally unavailable in our childhood. DDG's Libra Sun conjunct his Mercury. He has a Venus, Mars, Pluto conjunct in Sag. Whew, Lord have mercy on my soul. That moon in Aquarius. Her water replacements. He has no water. Oh God, he has no water in his chart. I had to take I had to take another deep breath for that Libra sun next to his Mercury, that and that Capricorn, not the Capricorn. I'm looking at her Capricorn moon, that Aquarius moon. Let me tell y'all something. I had two of these motherfuckers, my ex-husband and my ex-boyfriend, back to back. When I tell you the universe them motherfuckers dragged me. I had somebody with Libra, Libra sun, Venus, and a Aquarius moon. Them motherfuckers is not for the weak. Oh, they are not for the weak. Oh, Lord have mercy. They are not for the weak. Never, never, ever, never, ever do I want another Libra sun, Aquarius moon Those motherfuckers are notorious for being ghosters. She didn't need to be with somebody that had an Aquarius moon. I'm sorry. With this abandonment wound that she has, she does not need to associate herself with an Aquarius moon. Them motherfuckers are too emotionally unavailable. And that's no shade to my Aquarius moons. I have friends that are Aquarius moons. I don't know what it is with me and Aquarius moons. I just attract them. I attract them. I have a my best friend is an Aquarius moon. Aquarius moons falls in my fourth house. So, when I do have a highly evolved Aquarius moons, they feel like family to me, or they can, I give that big sister motherly type of energy to someone that has an Aquarius moon. So that's typically why I attract them, but that's because that's just how my chart is set up. But to be in a relationship with one, I just don't want no more of them motherfuckers. They could just, whew. Anyway, not about me. Excuse me. It's not about me, it's about DDG and Hailey Bailey, right? But anywho, DDG's moon next to Hailey's midheaven tells me that he had high expectations for her. If you get with someone who has a personal planet on your midheaven, from their perspective, nothing is ever going to be good enough for them. Also, she's definitely had her heart broken many times. Again, there's that abandonment wound that's coming from that Capricorn moon next to her Chiron. If you get with someone whose personal planet is on your midheaven, you look up to them, but they look down on you. You feel like the best version of yourself when you're with them, right? This person is going to demand a lot from you. So, with DDG's, he has this stellium right there next to her midheaven, his moon, his Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune, all right there. It's falling in her ninth house, and it's loose. It's in a loose conjunct to her midheaven, right? She probably would have did better with a with an Aquarius Venus. That would suit her. An Aquarius Venus would suit her better. Um, let's see what else we got. That moon in Aquarius in loose conjunct with some malefics in DDG's chart. Like I said, he gives ADHD, unstable. Um, he probably bipolar. I'm just saying. Intimacy issues, not consistent. Like I said, those placements that he has, and I know from personal experience, they can go ghost on your ass and not think twice. Professional ghosters. Those Aquarius moons, his Aquarius moon next to that Uranus. Whew, God bless it. He doesn't have enough placements to even make her look good. He does nothing for her. He does nothing for her image. Nothing. That of course, yeah. He does nothing for her image. That stellium on DDG stellium. He has a Mars, Venus, and Pluto. I can't even say it. Pluto stellium on her descendant. Um Chiron wound. So it's as if and I told y'all, he's an inflictor. He loves to inflict pain. And with that stellium next to her Chiron, it's like he's stabbing those wounds. It's like he's those childhood wounds that Hailey Bailey has. It's as if he's pouring salt on those wounds, stabbing that those insecurities that she has from her childhood. He just, oh God, yeah. When you have Pluto on the descendant, this is where you will experience the most transformation in relationships. So, yeah, this relationship for her with DDG is definitely an extremely, both of their Plutos are touching each other's Pluto. And whatever Pluto touches, it wants to transform it. It needs to transform it. So this was definitely a very, very powerful and transformative relationship for the both of them. More for her than it was for him, because it's on her descendant. I can't. What is it with me getting tongue tied? Oh my God, his Pluto is on her descendant, her seventh house cusp ruler. So this was a very transformative relationship for her. But she needed to go through this transformation in order for her to learn the lesson, right? Um but yeah, if she, like I said, if she does not learn this lesson before her Saturn return, she's going to repeat the lesson again, unfortunately. Um with that Chiron right there, she attracts wounded people, and she also feels as though she needs to fix people when she's in a relationship with them. um DDG Sag Stellium gives him that energy of being someone who's sex crazed or a cheater. Yeah, that Mars and Pluto. Oh, child, he probably got some good dick too. That Mars next to his Pluto. uh, I understand, Haley. I understand, girl. Baby, he got some good wood. He got some good. He got some good wood. Girl, I understand, honey. He probably puts it down in the bedroom. Ooh, girl. They probably had some real good. Baby, he ran her through the mattress. Yes, he did. But anyway, sorry, y'all. He got some good ass dick. It's probably that really, really thick, veiny type of penis. Yeah, but yeah, he definitely is a hoe. I'm sorry. It's just, yeah, he's definitely sex crazed. But anyway, someone's Mars on your seventh house cusp means that they bring war to your seventh house of peace. So even though he gave her some good dick, even though he blew her back out, it brought war to her seventh house of peace. And as you guys know, the seventh house is the house of open enemies. And he brought a lot of open enemies to her relationship. We saw how that played out in their life in the social media. How he went on his platform and talked shit about her and downed her and dragged her on his social media. And him cheating and doing all of the things that he did behind her back, you know playing her against other women. All of that played out because of that stellium that's on her seventh house cusp. Yeah, so wow, that's that. Being associated with him definitely bought her more open enemies, like I said, because he has that stellium sitting right there on her seventh house cusp ruler. So he wasn't a good look for her. You know what? DDG was supposed to be somebody that's supposed to be around for a good time, not a long time. She was supposed to get with that motherfucker and play around with him. That was it. That was it. She was supposed to get with him, play around with him, and then cut his ass off. He was somebody that was only supposed to be there for a good time, not a long time. But here we are. Here we are learning a lesson. He puts let me see, he may have a few more baby mamas. Unfortunately, he just don't need them to have no more fucking kids. But unfortunately, he got all of that Aquarius energy. He got all of this Aquarius energy. Aquarius people and people with this. Oh, they are the most hard-headed people ever. Aquarius people, people that have heavy Aquarius placements in their chart, have the hardest times learning their lessons. He might have a few more baby mamas. He has Lilith and Juno in Virgo. Lilith being the angry baby mama, and Juno being the angry wife. Lilith is the angry baby mama, and Juno is the angry wife. So this might, he might rack up a whole lot of debt because of this these two placements. Juno, the betrayed wife. Lilith, the angry wife. I think I said that right. Now, his south node is on Hailey's abundance placements. So if he had played his card, stupid ass bastard, if he had played his cards right and stuck it out with Hailey and treated her right, she would have took care of him. She would have definitely helped him bring his career to the next level. She would have helped him level up. He definitely would have ate really, really good sitting at Hailey's table. Fucking, oh God. Vertex conjunct Chiron. She made him feel very insecure by being with her. Anytime you have the North Node on somebody's IC, he definitely, yeah. Anywho, let's move on. Saturn on her sun. Now, anytime somebody's Saturn is on your sun, this gives the energy that being with this person, you have to be more responsible for that person when their Saturn is on your sun. Saturn and sun is enemies. So, and I'm not saying that you can't be with somebody when you have a Saturn conjunct your sun. You just have to know how to be the higher octave of that energy. But yeah, they definitely, teach you how to be disciplined when Saturn is, sitting on your sun. And with his Saturn sitting on her sun, she felt like she had to be the responsible one in a relationship. And it also shows where he dimmed her light also with that placement. Now, Hailey Saturn in her 12th house, I think I said that earlier, is an indicator that her father, she doesn't have a relationship with her father, or he hasn't been in her life. But during this time, he's going to show up. Like I said earlier, he's definitely going to show up and give her that support right now during this time. And it's going to bring her the healing that she needs with her father wound. Also with her Mars being in her 12th house, she's the type of person that handles conflict in private. She's not the type of person to go on her social media platforms. Y'all see how Remy Ma and Papoose and Clarissa, that goddamn shit show is playing out, how they're airing out all of their dirty laundry on social media. We're not going to get that with Hailey. We're not going to get her going on her social media platform and exposing him and putting all her business out. She's not going to do that. With her Mars in her 12th house, she's the type of person that handles her conflict in private, as she should. Good for her. But anywho, let me see what else I can say about these two. Yeah. That's all I got, you guys. I'm going to leave it here. Yeah, I hope that you all enjoy this. I know that I was all over the place with the channeling and the synastry and the synastry and the channeling. But yeah, good luck to Hailey. I don't have any good luck to send to DDG. Yeah, good riddance to him. I'm glad that she finally cut his ass off. I send her so much love and light. I pray that she learns these lessons. Unfortunately, it was a painful and tough lesson, but I pray that she learns that lesson before her Saturn return. And as far as DDG, good luck with your Saturn return, DDG. All right, until next time. Y'all have a good one. Love you. Bye.